Za'atar is a unique Middle Eastern spice mix. It's so delicious that it not only goes with bread and olive oil, but it also goes as a spice rub for chicken. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to show you how to make Za'atar from scratch. The prominent ingredients in Za'atar is sumac, which has a really lovely lemony, almost tomato flavor. I love this spice. Always great to have in the pantry, and some cumin. So in a mortar and pestle, I'll add some dried thyme along with dried mint, some toasted sesame seeds, and please ensure you toast them so we get as much of that sesame flavour as possible. If you don't toast the sesame seeds, then the flavour will be hidden with all the other spices. Now for the sumac, that can go in along with our ground cumin. So a lot of spice, and if you don't use it all, place it in an airtight container and pop it in the pantry, and you can use it for many other things. All right, give this a really good ground, combine everything together. The smell is like no other. I love that smell. The perfect combination. Fantastic. Now that that's combined, I'll add a good pinch of salt, say about a teaspoon of salt. And we'll give that another grind. And then, as I said, I won't use all of this, so I'll add at least half of it to 3/4 back into a bowl. And then for the remaining Za'atar, I'll add some olive oil, about a tablespoon, and this is the marinade for our chicken. So a quick stir to combine it through that extra virgin olive oil, and you'll see it'll become a really thick paste. Now that that's ready, let's start with the base of this baked chicken dish, which is just a simple onion. Peel it, cut it in half. I'll grab my knife and then finely slice the onion. This is just to give some extra flavour to our chicken, although it doesn't need too much more because there's so much going on in our spice mix. And then in a large baking tray, just like this one, I'll scatter the onions, and that'll form a little bed for our chicken. Now, my chicken of choice is chicken Marylands. Chicken Marylands is a chicken drumstick and the thigh attached together. I've left the skin on and bone in, so much flavour, and that's for one person. I'm going to make this recipe for 4, so we need 4 chicken Marylands onto our onions, and then we'll grab our olive oil and Za'atar mixture and then evenly spread it out on each piece of chicken. And now it's time to get your hands in there and give it a really good rub. Massage the chicken so it really takes on all of the flavour of the Za'atar. If you're super organised, by all means allow this to marinate overnight, but I'm going to cook these straight away. Now I'll just need a little bit of liquid in here, so some water and some white wine. And now this goes in the oven for about half an hour, and then I'm going to remove it, add a little bit of butter just to finish off the sauce, and some pine nuts. The chicken looks fantastic. I've got a nice crunchy crust and the pine nuts have caramelized. I left this in the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes just so those pine nuts could go golden brown and the sauce could reduce with that little bit of butter. It makes such a difference. Now to serve this, a big bowl of couscous and some vegetables like a ratatouille, fantastic with it. Or just to freshen the whole thing up, a big dollop of yogurt, so some Greek style yogurt, onto a platter, especially if you're serving this to a few people, and spread it out just for presentation. Then we'll take our chicken Marylands and we'll just place them on the yogurt. And I reckon I can get away with putting one more of those gorgeous Marylands on top. And then I'll get another spoon. And then all of these delicious juices in the pan, along with the pine nuts and the onions, scrape them up, and then I'll pour it over onto the yogurt so it can mix with the yogurt, and then of course onto a little chicken Marylands, a little garnish just to echo the flavours of the mint in the Za'atar, a few fresh mint leaves over the top. Za'atar is fantastic as a marinade for this chicken, but there are so many different uses for it. Put this one in your repertoire, pop it in your cupboard. Next time you want to jazz up chicken, this is the way to do it.